Hi everyone, welcome to the Tippinggods channel. Today is Monday the 12th of July and we're going to take a little bit of an earlier look than normal for our feature golf tip for this week. I say a little bit earlier than normal. Normally we would look at it on a Tuesday or Wednesday, but this week is a special week of course for all golf fans. It's the Open week at Royal St George's over in the United Kingdom, the greatest tournament in the world, certainly the most historic, and this week is going to be a very interesting tournament indeed. Why? Well, Royal St George's is probably the most unique and, dare I say, even quirky course on the rota for the British Open, or the Open. And I say that because most of the driving holes, you either got blind tee shots or it's got lots of swales and hollows, some humpbacks and hogsbacks in the fairways where good-looking drives can trickle off into the rough. We've got various greens and bunker sizes which have been reshaped now after a review of the course in 2017. So there are some changes around, but at around 7150 yards, at par 70, it's going to certainly stretch the players, and with, as always, pot bunkering now coming into play, and as I say, positional driving in particular off the tees, really a priority this week. Once again, I think this course has the ability to throw up a champion that can vary from the sublime, like Greg Norman in '93 with his superb 64 in the last round, to, with respect, the ridiculous Ben Curtis and perhaps to a lesser degree Darren Clark coming off some poor form but finding it at the week that counts. So Royal St George's, fantastic golf course, fantastic challenge. British Open, of course, which means, well, wait a second, what's the weather going to do? Now, they do say at times that summer falls on the Tuesday in the United Kingdom, but it does look like the forecast is reasonably clear with only a slight chance of rain on all 4 days. It does look pretty sunny, around about 20-21 degrees. As I say, small chance of rain, but of course this is the UK and it is summer, so it cannot be perfect, of course, and the real X factor this year, I think, will be the winds. Forecasting winds speed 20 to 25 kilometres every single day from the start to the end of play. So there's going to be a lot of crosswinds, some holes down and into wind, but clearly the wind is going to be a serious factor this week, probably more so than the rain or even the firmness of the fairways. You're going to need to find players who can shape shots, can play into the wind, can hit low tee balls into strategic areas, I think, to really contend this week. So who do we like? Well, it's a major, deepest field of the year, as you would expect. As I said, I'm looking now for someone who's coming back into a little bit of form, who can shape shots, who's got a bit of a record in windy conditions as well as testing conditions, not only in the majors but in particular the Open. And because of that, and at $67 and above, I think Ricky Fowler this week could provide some real entertainment into our pick, and I think could go a long way to winning this championship. Now, if we go back a month ago, if I'd said this, you would think I was crazy. Ricky had fallen completely out of form. Had some real health issues with his eyesight around, he was saying he was struggling to see targets 150 yards in. He's now got that fixed. He had an 8th at the PGA. A couple of top 30 finishes in tournaments since then. So, Ricky Fowler at his best, we all know is a world-class player, certainly a top 10, top 20 player, and has contended in many majors. Yet to win, of course, but I do get the feeling his game is starting to come back from where it was. And he has a real, a risky golf swing, but we know he's got ability in the wind. We know he's got ability in tough conditions. And I think the way the fairways are going to be hard, you're going to need positional, has that ability to shape shots and find some strategic areas from the tee, which I think is going to be key. Very good putter when he's on. I know his stats in putting this year hasn't been great, but prior to this year his putting's been pretty good. He's been a top 35 putter on tour. So it's going to be difficult if he gets the wrong side of the draw, although it doesn't look at it this time. If he does get the wrong side of the weather, if it changes, clearly his chances are going to diminish. But with a little bit of luck, he gets the right side of the draw. If he brings the form from the last major, the PGA, to this tournament, I think Ricky Fowler at $67 and above $5 to win, $5 to place. I think he's going to give us a very good side indeed in this wonderful championship, the Open Championship, this week at Royal St George's. Of course, that's not the only golf tip we have at Tipping Gods, and as always, if you want our free tips all of the time, it's really very simple. Simply log on to tippinggods.com, sign up, and we'll make sure you get all our tips in plenty of time to review and maybe even invest if you concur with what we're thinking. But for this week, Ricky Fowler is our man at the Open, the greatest tournament in the world for golf, and we think he's going to go very close indeed, and we just can't wait for the Open to start this Thursday. As always, of course, whatever you're investing on, we wish you every success. Please do stay safe and always remember to invest responsibly. Thank you.